Hey Armani, compared to last fall, compared to this spring, where do you think your game has improved the most?
I think tackling's been a big thing for me. Just closing in on the hip and really keying that hip and getting the guy down. I had to get in the weight room and get a little stronger. My upper body has helped me to get stronger and more physical on guys. So I think that's one of the most improved areas of my game. And I think just like thinking the game more, just slowing it down. I went over film with my brother over the off season and talked a little football. So just growing my mental aspect of the game has improved, I think.
And do you feel like the defensive backs focused heavily on that tackling this offseason? It seemed in the spring game that you guys did improved job from last year tackling in open space. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely improved on tackling and focus on that. That's been an area that we need to consistently become great at. Tackling is going to win us games, and I think that's a good focus for us right now. And we're going to continue to get better and work hard and try to be one of the best units in the pack.
And what can you say about your relationship with Armani Marsh? I know you guys have worked closely together for a while now. Just what is your relationship like with him?
Oh man, I call him Big Mo. Armani, he's like a big brother to me. I remember when I first came in a couple years ago, we were both playing corner. He was just teaching me things. I'll go over his house, we watch some film, and ever since then, we just got really tight. He's really good. He's smart. He loves the game. He puts in a lot of hard work. He studies. He does good in school. He's like a big brother to me, for real.
And amongst the younger defensive backs, do you feel like there's one guy in particular who really jumps out to you for their improvement since last fall?
Not in particular. They're all improving really well. They're all showing areas of growth, and they're all continuing to elevate their game. So no one in particular, but all the young DBs are definitely showing some good improvement and doing what they're supposed to do and make plays out there.
Thank you, Armani.
Armani, next one's going to be Theo Lawson from the Spokesman Review. Go ahead, Theo.
Yeah, you mentioned Armani Marsh. Does it feel like he's kind of grown at all as a vocal leader since you first met him in 2019? He seemed to be a pretty quiet guy 2 years ago, and he's obviously kind of stepped up as a leader for you guys and a bigger role on the field and maybe also in the locker room too.
Yeah, definitely. I think Armani definitely has spoken up more, and he's more vocal than a couple of years ago. He's a veteran now, so he has to step into that role, which is something that he's done a great job at. And I think he's going to continue to elevate himself and continue to be that leader. And he's a leader for real. Like, pushes us every day, always talks to us about school, just anything we want to talk about. He's a great big bro to all of us. So, yeah, he definitely is more vocal.
Yeah. What's been the biggest benefit of having kind of the offseason to learn the playbook? How much more comfortable do you feel with it now than last fall after only having kind of that short fall camp period to learn Dickert's schemes?
Oh, yeah, I feel way more comfortable this spring going into the fall because, last fall we didn't really have enough time to prepare. Spring ball was cut short due to COVID, unfortunately. So I feel like this spring has tremendously greatly been beneficial to all of us in learning the scheme and the playbook and just putting in extra time in order to know what we have to do on the field in order to execute, make plays, and, just do things every day and play fast and play hard. So definitely spring ball has definitely been a benefit for us.
You mentioned your older brother. I think he played cornerback at San Diego. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What type of role does he have? Does he kind of have in your football career, and how has he kind of helped you adjust to? I mean, it's obviously a different school, but adjust to college football and kind of playing at a different level. And you mentioned him going through playbooks with you and film and whatnot.
My older brother playing football has helped me because he's really smart. Like, he's probably one of the smartest guys I know. So he definitely calls me every week, and we just talk football. We watch film. He talks about things that I could improve on and things I should be looking for in the offense. And I just love having a big brother that I could talk to about that, because without him, I don't know like where I would be for real. But yeah, shout out to my big brother. He helps me on the field for real. And yeah, he's a good help for me.
I believe you're cousins with Marcellus Pippins too.
Yes, sir, I am.
What type of role did he play in your recruitment to Wazoo, and how often was he kind of communicating with you and trying to convince you to come up here?
He would always call me every couple of days and be like, "Hey, go Cougs, go Cougs." And I didn't really think much of it, but you know, we talked. We had a long talk before I committed, and he was like, "Hey, man, do what your heart desires." And I was like, "I'm gonna be a Coug. I love it up there in Pullman." So Marcellus Pippins helped me on choosing the right school and influencing my decision in a positive way. Go Cougs, of course, and yeah, Pippins is my big cousin right there.
Did you have a chance to kind of follow his career? He really kind of became a fan favorite here at Wazoo. He always kind of dancing on the sidelines and really kind of rallying up the fans, and then was obviously a stable in the defensive secondary for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I definitely followed his career up here. You know, he was making a lot of plays, interceptions, coming down, tackling. He had a lot of energy. He was excited all the time, and you know, he just played with energy all the time. So, and he went to El Cerrito, the high school I went to as well. So I followed him up there, and you know, I just followed him to Wazoo as well, and just watching him helped me to become into the player and person I am today. So, shout out to Marcellus.